Yeah.
And so like someone like the Emperor Commodus, who actually goes out into the arena itself, we talk about this when we talk about Gladiator in a moment, is sort of doing the same thing, but he's misstepping. He's kind of losing a sense of the parameters and the rules and going into the arena himself, which is a bad idea. But the point of all this is that, yes, it's cynical, bread and circuses, but it's also part of how power just has to work in the ancient world. And it is potentially something more or less than just autocracy, and cowing subjects.
Yeah.
It can be kind of dialogue.
Okay. So let's go to the Colosseum then and
Sure,
some of the
yeah.
history there. So when was that built?
So the Colosseum is built in the reigns of the Flavian emperors, Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. It's built between probably around 73 or 74 and about 81 AD.
Okay, so this is a decent bit after Circus Maximus has already been
Yes,
around.
yeah, that's been around for a long time.
And the architectural masterpiece of the Colosseum, like you went through the Roman cement structure and all that a little bit ago and got into some of the details, but like for people who haven't been there before, which go before you die, it's incredible to see. How tall is the Colosseum, and what are some of the major architectural masterpieces of that are hard to fathom now?
So the Colosseum is, if I remember rightly, 160 feet tall at the outer rim, which is enormous. It had seats for about 50,000 people, give or take. It had 80 entrances, 76 public, and was so well designed that it could be emptied or totally filled, we think, in about 15 minutes. So absolutely incredible.
They need to get that today.
Yeah, right? I mean, so it's one of these things where the building itself is pretty striking. We see about half of it now because the Colosseum was built over subsoil that was kind of spongy on one side, and earthquakes have caused a lot more damage at the south half and the north half. That's why that half is all gone and collapsed.
Yeah, let's pull that up just so we have it. Let's see.
But the north side still stands to its original height, and you can see it's all made of the stone called travertine from Tivoli, which is not too far from Rome. And it was reinforced originally with iron clamps between the blocks, but they were all dug out during the Middle Ages to reuse the metal. But despite that, the structure is so solid and despite all those earthquakes, it's still standing on the north half to its original height, which is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have that. We'll throw a picture up real quick. There it is.
In a lot of ways, the most impressive part of the Colosseum is what you don't see, and that's the part underground, the hypogeum. And the substructures there are what allowed them to bring